I think abortion is the big vulnerability in the Republican Party. And James, I see your governor in Louisiana is threatening to withhold state funding for the city of New Orleans water infrastructure if the district attorney doesn't agree to prosecute women. No clean water for whores is his slogan. It wasn't that long ago when the Republicans would recoil if you said, you know, you guys, don't you want to like prosecute? No, we would never prosecute doctors or women. Now this is the policy. This is their surefire way to lose the next election, I think.
Right. And they're losing every election except Louisiana. Since Dobbs, the Republicans have literally not. And you say, well, no, Mississippi. Actually, the Democrat in Mississippi got a greater percentage than any Democrat in this century. Every other place, they're losing elections. That's the most important thing. Not polling, not how people feel, who's winning elections. And Democrats are running the table. And
well, these are off-year elections that are not really indicative.
Then we don't count them. Okay. Well,
no, we count them. We count them, but
it was a regular season NFL game. It wasn't a playoff game. It doesn't count.
That does matter. That's not a bad analogy because they are different.
You know, 2022, Kentucky, Virginia, Pennsylvania, everywhere that we're running, we're winning.
Yeah,
we're winning.
Okay.
So you can say, well, it doesn't count. No, it does count.
No, and this is the issue. I mean, in Kansas and Ohio, they amended the state constitution. Right. That's not easy to do, to say, oh, no, we want abortion rights here because everybody hates kids. Well, they really do. They're feral, they're obnoxious, they're entitled. Nobody wants kids, or if I have one, I don't want another one. I'm telling you, this is what people do.
I got to defend parenthood. You know what? You suck up to this audience, okay? You love your audience. You know what all of them have in common? I promise you, they got parents. There's not a single person in this audience that doesn't have parents.
I'm not saying parents suck. I say kids suck.
Where do kids come from? The stalk?
I will say you're consistent on this because I became a parent this year, and you're the only person who said to me, well, when I told you, though, you were the first person who said to me, oh, fuck. Literally. But by the way, Bill, I'm for, say, 12 or 14 weeks when it comes to abortion, which used to be the Democrat position, and unfortunately, I think Democrats...
So you're pro-choice?
I would say I'm begrudgingly pro-choice, which was the same Democrat position of the 80s and 90s and everything else. I would say the Democrats have gone off the deep end one way, and the Republicans have gone off the deep end on the other hand. And even though I personally would prefer more Republicans in office in terms of limited government and everything else, I'm completely with you. It's not a winner for them. It is simply not a winner. Whether you are for abortion or against abortion, a certain set of suburban women, they vote on abortion. So making an issue out of 6-week abortion or whatever, it's just not a winner for Republicans. So I can completely concede.
Well, also, they're trying to have it both ways. I hear them talking about, we can have a common sense solution where if you pick a number of weeks, any number of weeks, you're pro-choice. I mean, that's what pro-life means, well, conception.
First trimester, I think it's 4 times 3, quick, 12. So you put a 15-week ban. Well, hello, Justice Blackmun. How are you today? And the argument was you couldn't. It was a murder. It was a child. It was passed that you couldn't do it. Conception. What are you talking about? So oh no. You misunderstood us. We were really for 15 weeks. No, you were not. How many Republicans signed on to the Human Life Amendment? How many of them signed on to that? And what does that say? From conception. Don't come, because I'm doing a book, and I'm gonna call these sons of bitches on it. Every one of them. I'm gonna put their name. And then I'll come back here and tell me, I meant 15 weeks with exceptions, and maybe we won't do too much about it. Anyway, they're getting their asses handed to them. Off year or no off year.